The week the bill was passed, I was on the front page of the red paper. I officially lost my job, and several of my family members have since abandoned me. It's hard, but at least I have my nails on. I grew up in a family of 12 kids. My dad wanted all his kids to grow up together. He's a good father in that regard. So even though we are 12 kids born of different mothers, so I have 6 sisters and 5 brothers. I wasn't into all these boy things. I remember one time trying to play football with my brother, and then he played with a ball so much that I fell on my ass, and it hurt so much, and I said I'll never play football ever again. That was the only time I ever played football. And ever since then, whenever I see a football, I actually have a phobia, because I think if they kick it my direction, then they will need me to kick it back, and I will not know how to kick it back. It's, it's very funny like that. When I was growing up, before I reached my teenage years and I was an adolescent, it didn't really feel like much, because as a kid you know who you are and you don't really have any restrictions as to how you should portray your sex. And I was so open about expressing my femininity, and my parents had no problem about it. When I reached my puberty and all these male secondary characteristics started coming, that's when I started hating my body quite a lot more. And the fact that I was in the puberty and I had to really present as a boy, being an African boy, there is this pressure on you to really be a man. Your stomach is big?
My stomach is crazy.
What have you eaten?
I drink juice and what the heck is this?
Go and bring me the hair which is on the table there. There is hair there.
Yeah, you're a girl.
Yeah.
You're a girl. Give me the scissors. Can I spray?
No.
Count for me to spray. I'm going to spray it. I'm going to spray it to your face here.
Don't do it. I fell out with my dad in a very hard way twice. And both this time we weren't talking for a couple of months. So he took this bond which was so great. If you loved someone so much and then they do something that hurts you so deeply, something in you cracks, and this bond that he broke, as strong as it was, he broke it. On my guy, does it look weird? Does it have that? In the beginning, you're angry. Then you are about your kid's safety. How will my kid go through life? Then you are about all these expectations that you had of them that will not occur. Then living in Africa and you have a kid who's LGBTI, who is either gay or trans, you're really worried about how society will look at you. And most of these people who attack us through our parents, because our parents are our vulnerability. So ever since I told my mom that I was actually going to start transitioning, she's been trying to understand what it means to be transgender, how far I'm taking this thing, like she calls it. I'm scared of the surgery because I've seen the videos on YouTube. It's very scary, so much blood and cutting, and yeah, it's scary. I've already told my sisters about this and told them maybe it's not something you should tell my parents just yet, because they are still going through with all this other stuff. My mom of recent had a a breakdown, a mental breakdown, and really confused about my transitioning. I would like her to be there when I'm going for my surgery. I would like her to be around so we could go through this process together so that we could deal with it, so that she can finally accept that this is it. Any fears, any uncertainties she had about my being transgender, I think they would be dealt with. They will be dealt with then.